Hello, today I'm going to show this device, which is an ultrasound machine. They say this one is more geared towards taking off wrinkles and stretch a bit the skin on the face, but the real purpose that I bought it's because the ultrasound is a technology used for therapy to heal some muscles and tendons. So this one, it was the one I found that has both 1 megahertz and 3 megahertz ultrasonic pulses or sound, but on the same machine, and you can choose either side to use. Well, it has also a photon, they say it's phototherapy. It has a few LED with different colors, but I don't think that makes much difference. And the ion therapy that creates positive or negative ions on this side, which is the 3 megahertz ultrasound head. So it comes with this box with a magnetic opening, some magnets. Maybe if I'll do this, I can show like this, opens like this, and comes with this inside. I already open and make a few tests, so this is not how it comes from factory. Well, it's the same, but might be not as tidy as it was. But so the manual, I'll show it later. Has this one is the European plug adapter with AC adapter, and it has 12 volts, no, 24 volts, 500 milliamps. So this power supply is capable of 12 watts, which is the volts times the amps. And it has a DC plug. I think this is 55 millimeters on the outside and 25 on the inside, I suppose. I think it's not 21. Anyway, it has a long cable, not very much long, but it is fairly long, so it's about half a meter plus half a meter, yeah, meter and 20 or something like that. Good enough. And I'm gonna plug it on the wall, and then the device itself, which is come inside this plastic bag, and here it is with well, this is the model LW-007A. I did not know they had a battery powered one. I didn't find it, but the model with battery should be 007, and it has a different charger. I think it's 12 volts with the lower amperage, lower current. Anyway, this one does not have battery, so if I turn it on, it doesn't do anything. About the manual, so let's see what it says inside. So maybe if I zoom a little bit out, so it has this legend and the drawing showing the buttons and the screen. I like this model because it has my intention is for therapy, but it has both 1 megahertz and 3 megahertz heads, and it also has a screen. So I think interesting for the price. It costed less than the other ones that has only 1 megahertz head. Maybe it's not as powerful, I don't know. So it has this information. Let's see here. And now in Chinese, I suppose. I can't read it. It should say the same thing as in English. And that's it. So, what I like, as I said, it's the dual head on the same machine with a very cost-effective product. It also has 2 touch sensors, so it only sends the waves when we are touching. I read that it's supposed to be touching both sides, but I think it does it as soon as I touch this side, and this one doesn't do anything, so no worries there. I'll blast a bit of water to show. So let's turn it on. Oh, first the buttons are a bit, well, it's those. Makes some squishy noise. The power. Anyway, let's power it on. So okay, about the lights, I can show it also. Photon, this is always on. It shows this green. Let me try to reduce here the exposure on the phone. Blue, this is green and red. This is blue and red, green and blue, red, green and blue, and off. Oh no, blinking, it's pulsed light. I don't think this makes much difference, but anyway, it comes together. So we have the also timer. You can switch between 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 and 5 minutes. Default is 10, and ion is on, I think. No. So ion, yeah, it has a view positions. No, it's off, I suppose. The ultrasound has 3 power settings. This one is the low, medium and high. On the 1 megahertz, I can see here. Maybe if I do this, it's more visible. And on the 3 megahertz, low, medium and high. So right now it should not be doing anything because I'm not touching this area, but I can put a bit of water here and see if I touch this. Yeah, you can see the water starts like boiling. Interesting. Okay, so let me take off the water, and well, I just touched this side. Let me just test it with the other side. Yeah, the other side is not doing anything, but if I touch this, yeah. So if I do the same for the 1 megahertz, well, I can test. This is not doing anything here. So 1 megahertz is already doing something. So if I touch here, it doesn't do anything. If I touch here, it does. As you can see, very nice effect. Showing water like ferving, like boiling. Okay, it's already 8 minutes. I'm not sure if the time still goes on when I'm not touching it. I don't think so. It also has pulsed light, which is medium, high, and now it's pulse. It means it's intermittent. I can try that here. Let's try to see what the pulse does. Okay, let me put a bit more water. Okay, we have enough water. Yeah. Looks like a car blinking lights. Okay. And on the other side should be the same. If I switch to the 3 megahertz pulsed. So it's the same. Okay. That's it. They say you should use let me put it back to low. They say you should use conductive gel to apply this on the skin in order for the sound waves or the shock waves to propagate better without air, because the air is a compressible material, so the sound does not cross very well. It makes a very big attenuation. Also, the main difference between 1 megahertz and 3 megahertz is that 1 megahertz is more used for therapy because it goes deeper in the tissue. It can go up to 8 centimeters or 6 centimeters. Some say 6, some say 8. And at 3 megahertz is more superficial, that only goes up to 2 centimeters deep. So if you are trying to treat something that is closer to the skin, you can use the 3 megahertz. But if I think it has more strength, it's more powerful. But if you want to treat or to reach deeper tissues, you should go with 1 megahertz. I got this because I found someone saying it's effective to heal some tennis elbow tendon problems that I developed playing paddle. So I'm hoping this can help. But the main purpose for therapy, it's creating heat, because it creates friction with the sound waves. So the heat inside the tissue is not just outside like normal heat. When you apply heat on something, it takes time to cross the things, to cross the medium, and it takes time, and it also might not reach the deeper tissues. So if you apply heat with the ultrasound, yeah, it can go directly to where it is needed inside the body, and not burn the skin. About burning the skin, you need to be careful, because this needs to be with the gel, of course. This needs to be always walking, moving from one place to another. They say we should do like semicircles like this. on the same zone, not a very big area. Well, it should be here on the tendon, like this. Let me try to put it like this. So if it's the tendon, you should do it like this, and never stop more than a few seconds on the same area, because it may create discomfort and create too much heat on the skin. So it's supposed to be always moving. And well, you can choose the power. I have measured the power with these smart plugs, and on the low it didn't show anything. On the medium it was showing about 3 watts of power consumption. On the maximum it was showing 4.5 watts of power consumption. I'm not sure this is the right values, because this plug can go up to 3000 watts, so measuring very small currents may not be accurate. But well, the power supply of this machine says it can handle 15 watts, so, or 12 watts, so maybe it's about right. I'll test it later with a new DC meter. And that's it. Hopefully it will help me, and it can help someone looking for something like this. It cost about 30 euros. This is the cheaper I could get on AliExpress. The other ones with just 1 megahertz, it was about 60 euros. They don't have screen, and there was much more expensive machines. Maybe they have more power, I don't know. They say you should also use a certain amount of power, not too much, to do these things. And well, if you have less power, you can use a little bit more time to achieve the same results. That's what I think. And that's it. From what I hear, it creates heat, so the tendons get a bit relaxed and more tender, and they can also, you can do some exercise after that, isometrics or eccentric exercises, to create some structure and additional strength on the muscles and on the tendons. So hopefully it will help me and can help someone looking for these type of devices. Goodbye.